Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. I did have a few plans for this week and was going to do a couple of different interviews for you that we're going to push out, and we'll make those another couple of different videos. But this week, we're definitely going to talk protection and being safe on an investigation. As those of you know that listen to the podcast for WISPs, there was an incident with an investigator on the investigation at Benson Gristmill. And granted, that was not his fault, but that's the reason that we want to kind of talk about the subject. And then this week is Shark Week. So I have plans on recording a couple of different episodes, a couple different things, maybe doing an interview or two. We'll see how the week plays out. But let's jump right into the subject here. So there's different things that you can do on an investigation to protect yourself from an attack. First and foremost, one of the most important things that you can do, and very likely one of the causes of the attack, is not provoking. Um, you just got to think about the spirits that are around there being just like a person like you are. If somebody walks up to you in a bar and starts poking at you and pushing your buttons, it's going to take you off a little bit. It's going to make you want to attack. It's going to make you want to take care of the problem. And, for ghosts, it's no different. For a spirit that is being poked and being pushed and, being mouthed off to, essentially, that's not a good way to start your night. As far as protecting yourself goes, there's different levels, there's different places for different people. For somebody who really hasn't opened up their abilities, or any may not really have any abilities, really it's just kind of a basic protection. Don't invite anything in. Really simple. Do not invite anything in. Do not invite anything to touch you. Don't invite anything to follow you home after an investigation or anything like that. That's, rule number one. That is just trying to be safe. Don't do it. As far as things that you can do, sage is extremely useful. If you like the smell of sage, they do have different scents of sage. So, if you may not like one particular smell, you can try different other ones and see what you can find that works for you. The Another tool that you can use also is Palo Santo. That's one of my personal favorites. Don't get me wrong, I love my sage, but Palo Santo is kind of Native American blessed wood that definitely has a better smell to it, I think, and I've found it to be as effective as the sage sticks themselves. Using more than one tool at a time, cover your bases. That's been another topic of discussion of things that you can do for protection or things like that. So really use everything you have available. If you have access to, believe in holy water, you start feeling like things are getting a little out of hand, you can use that. You can use energy, and that may be another video that we do. I might do a live feed. It's been requested that I do a class on energy and energy protection and healing, things like that. So pay attention for posts on that, information on that class. I'm not sure when that will be yet. I've got to work out the details and figure out where we can hold it and things like that. But definitely going to be something that happens. So you can use the energy as a protective tool. It always helps to keep yourself shielded. Be very, very aware. Do not let anything distract you. Stay focused on what you're doing. Stay focused on the changing of the feel of the room. People think of energy as being different things, and I've heard more than once lately. It's kind of bizarre, but I've heard more than once lately people saying, "Well, I can't feel energy." That may be true. You may not be able to feel energy to a certain extent, but you will always be able to feel something, whether it be the change in your gut, something just doesn't feel right, whether it be you definitely go through a thought process too of your thought process may change. If that's the case, get out of the area, go out, clear your head, take some deep breaths, really focus. Um, One thing I can teach you on this video that's super simple to do is grounding. And you can do that shoes on, shoes off. It doesn't matter. You could be sitting down, laying down, standing up, whatever makes you more comfortable. Um, for me, I find it much easier to ground if you take your shoes off, shoes and socks, take them off and stand on grass, um, dirt, sand, concrete you can stand on, but you really want to find something that's natural. A grass, a root of a tree, something like that. Um, and as funny as it may be, I mean, even weeds. If you can find a patch of weeds and not a patch of grass, it still has natural, it's still got dirt underneath it. So go ahead and stand there. You're going to either eyes closed or eyes open. You're going to imagine yourself sending every negative thought, every piece of negative energy from the top of your head down through your whole body, down to your feet, and imagine that going as far, far down as you possibly can. Um, and sending that root all the way through. I mean, as far down as you can imagine that going. If you can imagine it going to the other side of the world, that's going to leave you more grounded. And you can do that as many times as you need to throughout the day or throughout the investigation. So if you notice yourself not feeling right, one of the very first things you can do, like I said, shoes on, shoes off, whatever, wherever you're at, just imagine that root going down through your whole body into the ground and as far deep as you can get it. And that alone will help keep you protected, because then you're connecting with Earth, then you're connecting with the natural resources. That helps immensely in keeping you protected. That also helps with you being able to feel what's going on, feeling the changes in the environment, feeling when spirit may be present. Um, Other things you can do if you are religious at all. Um, you know, we haven't really talked about the subject. Maybe one video I'll kind of get into it a little bit of where I stand as far as, religion versus not and all that good stuff. But, if you are religious and any religion, just a simple prayer will work. If you can do it on your own, great. If you need assistance, as far as our team, we have members that are able to do a priesthood blessing for you. We are in Utah. If you are Mormon, that is something that works very well. So if that's something that you need, feel free to ask. There are people all over the place willing to help you with that. There are other tools. You can also use crystals. If you need help with that, if you have any questions with that, you can reach out to me. You can reach out to somebody else who understands crystals. We've got a guy on the team right now, Tim, who is excellent when it comes to crystals and knowing what to do. You can reach out to anybody, and they will be able to, we'll all be able to help out. We'll all give you the right direction of what you should carry, where you should have it, and things like that. So there's a lot of different methods. What matters isn't what you do or how you do it or why you do it. What matters is that you do it. If you don't protect yourself, you're leaving yourself open to get hurt. And, I get told all the time, well, it's a ghost. They can't hurt you. Yes, they can. Yes, they can, and yes, they will. If you especially are provoking, if you are pushing their buttons, if you are coming into their territory and bringing something nasty with you, you are leaving yourself wide open to be attacked. And it does happen, folks. It does happen all the time. matter of fact, on the public investigations like the Benson grist mill, rather than investigating, I spent a lot of time protecting everybody that isn't protecting themselves and taking care of the problems as they come up. So I went to the Benson grist mill to go and investigate, and we ended up actually investigating for, I believe, 15, 20 minutes out of a 3-hour investigation. Again, nobody's really at fault for that, but I mean that's the reality of being a medium. When you go on an investigation like that, spoken or not, it is part of our responsibility to make sure that the people that we are around are taken care of. And if that means that you spend your investigation time taking care of people, then sometimes that's what we have to do. That doesn't happen all the time. I will tell you that. That is not an all the time occasion. Most of the time, we can go to investigations and spend a lot of time reading the environment, filling it out, telling people what's going on. As a medium, we like to investigate just as much as you do. Because I've been doing this for a long time, and an investigation for me is still fun. It's still about learning. It's still about finding new things that can happen, finding new people. It's about the people that you meet, that you investigate with, especially on the public investigations. People that are buying tickets to come and investigate, or people that come out to our free hunts. Meeting all of those people and kind of seeing everybody's different points of view, and seeing the experience through somebody else's eyes. It makes the whole investigation worth doing. So, if you have questions, that was just kind of a brief summary on protection, things you can do. If anybody would like me to set up a class for that also, I'm going to set up an energy class, and then we can do the protection class separately from that. And we'll touch on a little bit of that subject in the energy class, ways that you can use that for protection and things like that. But quite a few ideas on classes that I've been asked to do. Some of them I've kind of thought might correlate with what I've been asked. So I'll be figuring all of that out as we go, and I will definitely post the dates of those classes as I figure that out. If you have anything that you are interested in learning, if you have anything that you would like me to do, feel free to message me, give me a phone call, whatever, get a hold of me somehow. Let's get it figured out. I have been reached out to about doing group investigations, and group readings. So that's something that we're working on the dates and kind of figuring out how that would work also. So I will get those posted once I have dates in mind and everything figured out for that. Everybody have a great week. Keep yourself safe. Make sure, like I said, you stay aware. Keep an eye on your surroundings. And just enjoy life. Enjoy life. And I will post the videos as I do them. And if we do end up doing any interviews and things like that, I will post those videos as soon as we have them. And I will also be posting those dates and posting some places where I'll be doing readings. So if you're interested in getting one, go ahead and get in touch with me. Let's get you set up with that. And I will give you location information for any of those dates. Thank you very much, everybody, for liking, watching, subscribing. Please, if you have not done so, go ahead and subscribe and like on the Life of Utah Medium YouTube page as well as the Facebook page. And please share this. Get the word out. Let's get as many people on. I'm working on putting together kind of a fun little gathering event. So maybe put a little prize out there for somebody who gets so many subscribers onto the channels for us. So I'll post all that information on the Facebook page, Life of Utah Medium. I will do a video once we have more information and put all of it into a video. And I'll also be sharing it on my Facebook page, Caden Mattinson. If you have anybody that's interested in readings or interested in events, have them add me on Facebook. Go ahead and have them add on the page and reach out to me on one of those, and we will get some stuff in the works. Thank you very much, guys. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. Enjoy Shark Week this week, and we'll talk to you later.